Hello there, what is going on, everyone? We have something really interesting to talk about. It is possibly one of the most expensive board games of all time. And if you are a whale or a big Lord of the Rings enthusiast, you definitely won't want to miss out on this. We're talking about Lord of the Rings, The Confrontation. This is up on Gamefound. It has been for a little while now, just about a day left in this crowdfunding campaign, and it is I don't want to be an alarmist and say, oh my gosh, this is a $3,000 game. I want to tell you it has a variant that you can spend close to that much money for, but it does have more reasonable versions as well. So we're going to look at this. This is actually a remake of a classic game in this video. We'll talk about it a little bit. We'll look at the Gamefound page, and let you make a decision. And we'll put a link to it in the description below if you want to check it out. I'm curious if anybody out there is actually, let me know if you're considering the, this Ultimate Collector's version, which is going to, push up towards about $2,700 or so. So close to 3K, maybe once shipping and everything comes in, who knows, but it's pretty wild. But yes, this is a classic one. So if you guys are new here to the channel, we do talk a lot about Star Wars gaming and science fiction gaming, but also just board gaming and tabletop gaming in general. And this one was pretty interesting. And because it's also from Ghost Galaxy, which is a company founded by Christian Peterson, who was originally the founder of Fantasy Flight Games and the father of games like X-Wing Armada and Legion and Star Wars Rebellion and Twilight Imperium and all of those things. I feel like he's kind of part of the family and definitely deserves to have this project talked about a little bit here on the channel. And plus, Lord of the Rings is cool, and maybe you're a fan, maybe you're not, but it's definitely widely known enough that I think we should be talking about it. So what is Lord of the Rings: The Confrontation? If you've ever played the classic game Stratego and are familiar with Lord of the Rings, it's sort of a take on that involves the theme of Frodo trying to take the ring to Mount Doom, the forces of Mordor trying to stop him, different allies, wizards and knights and elves and dwarves clashing against trolls and Nazgul and all of these things, trying to stop with the whole hidden strategy. It's a two-player game. It involves movement. It involves dudes on a map. And it also has a little bit of card play, face-down card play that's chosen in secret and then revealed, and mind games as well. And it seems like the type of game that just strikes on all cylinders. I'm a big fan of Star Wars Rebellion, but sometimes I want something that has a similar amount of strategy, but at a fraction of the game time. And that's one of the things that drew me to Lord of the Rings: The Confrontation. We're going to go ahead and look at the Gamefound page, and I'll walk you through a little bit about what you might get if you're choosing to back this, why they have a $3,000 version of the game, or a little bit less than $3,000, and what the differences are between some of the different pledges that are available. So Lord of the Rings: The Confrontation was actually a game made back in 2002, remade in 2005 by Fantasy Flight Games. And it's a pretty simple and straightforward option. You have these nice kind of maquette, like kind of placard things that are going to have a character in there. It's won a lot of awards. This game, the gameplay alone has been fantastic. It's got lots of amazing reviews. This is some of the original, and then the Fantasy Flight Deluxe Edition that added some extras in there, and this is going to have a lot of those extras as well. And we scroll down a little bit, they also have the Ultimate Collector's Edition. So this is basically what the $3,000 version is, and because you're getting an entire coffee table, basically, that is this game. This is definitely not something that most people will be picking up. This is for the enthusiast. This is for the Lord of the Rings, super fan. This is for the board gaming super fan. This is for that person with lots of disposable income that has high fandom in both of these, that wants something that's just truly a work of art. Not only are you getting a table, you're getting fold-out drawers that have cabinets and compartments to keep all of your game pieces in. You're also getting this deluxe top, this game mat that isn't just a game mat, but it's a full terrain board, magnetized and designed for, you know, quick play. If you love this game and you want to play this game every week or multiple times a week, and you want to have a dedicated piece of furniture for this game and only this game, then the collector's edition is for you. Or if you're an ultimate collector and you just want a really fancy piece of something that's got like elven lettering and gold and bronze inlaid art of the entire Lord of the Rings storyline, you know, all around it, beautiful terrain board, beautiful components, you know, like it's just cool. I mean, I'm not pledging for this one. Not only do I not have the income for this, I also don't have the space for it, but there are those that do. This is also would be really cool if you had a game store and you were a Lord of the Rings enthusiast. It would be a cool thing to have, like maybe in a private room or something like that, or have, you know, have in your game store just like as a thing for people would probably want to come. I could see retailers and stuff like that wanting to get one of these for their store. If I had a game store, I would probably pledge for this one. It's something I'd like to have set up in my game store. I think it would be a good draw to get people to come into the store to have a chance to play this on this beautiful table. As a matter of fact, if a store near me had this, I would make it a point to visit that store and try to get a game in on this table because it's so pretty. It'd be really awesome to do it. So I think it's a really good investment from that particular standpoint. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree, by the way, because I think those are some options. Of course, if you're, you know, if you're like maybe like dual income, no kids, and, you know, big Lord of the Rings fan, maybe you get one also. It's a pretty cool thing. So we'll look at a little bit. The Ultimate Edition, which is the version that I kind of have my eye on at this point, is more of the reasonable version. You're getting a normal game in a box. You're going to get, you know, you're going to get your regular game board. You're still getting really nice game pieces that you can slide your character in. And of course, you're going to get these nice tarot-sized cards. It's a 2-player game, plays in about 30 minutes. 14 and up, although I think you could probably play this under 14. Yeah, it looks very, very pretty. Asymmetric gameplay is one of the things they talk about in here, in that the forces of Mordor have more powerful characters, and the good guys have, you know, weaker characters, but they have different strategies to try to make sacrifice plays, and they just have to get Mordor to the other side of the board. Since all of your character boards are in secret and they only get revealed when you turn them around, it gives the idea of like, hey, maybe I can sneak Frodo in because I've got a group of 4 moving this way. You might think that's the hobbits, but surprise, surprise, that's actually Boromir and Gimli, and you know, and Frodo was like all the way over here. You know, him and Sam were marching up kind of in secret in the way that you weren't looking. So it adds a lot of strategy of trying to get Sauron to like shift his gaze over here, and you even see that in the movies. You know, when Sauron thinks that Pippin has the ring, you know, and so like it's a great distraction. You can do that in this game. It's a very cool thing. There's also variant characters. There's draft play, so you can play with all of the base game characters. You can play with the variant characters, or you can draft which ones you're going to be using, and then have different ones. You know, a different combination probably. That's something I would probably suggest if you get more all new stuff, or basically if you get really comfortable with the game and you want to try the all new stuff. And then there's new content here that they're adding as well. Now, a standard pledge is only $50, 50 United States dollars. That's honestly a pretty good price for an award-winning board game. That's, you know, that plays quick, isn't super rules intensive, but has deep strategy and pretty components. That's a really good price. There's also a $120 premium pledge with upgraded components. We've got you know, custom painted character stands, base extensions, hardcover rules compendium, deluxe storage boxes, card sleeves, 20 character tiles, reference sheets, and a metal challenge coin. I like these boxes that they have there that you can kind of store your components in, and they're fancy. So either one of these is a great option depending on how you feel about components, if you want all the deluxe things. But yeah, so it's funny because like at the top of this page it says there's 2 versions. So I think there's kind of like 3 versions, because you have the standard version of this, and then you have the premium pledge, and then of course you have that collector's edition, which is the Ultimate Collector's Edition, which is this tabletop. Now this one is, I want to say, like 2,200 or something like that. But then there's but that comes without the leg and the base, which is a separate add-on. Which you can then get, because you might just get this to go on top of an existing table. You might not want it to be its own piece of furniture. You may want it to just be a really thick, heavy board that goes on top of your table, or you may want it to be a full coffee table. So that is an interesting thing. They have a video, which again, if you go here to the Gamefound page, you can watch the video, see all of the like the tour of this table. It is really pretty. It's definitely worth looking at. There's incredible detail and quality in this that kind of rivals a lot of great terrain makers for mini wargaming. You've got all these different little parts of like Tom Bombadil's cabin. You've got Bree, you've got the towers, you've got the Shire, you've got all of this, Minas Tirith, Minas Morgul, all of this cool stuff is awesome. And Gamefound has this thing now, and Kickstarter and Gamefound are both doing this stretch pay. So if you wanted to like finance it, basically, you can like basically not have to pay it all up front. You can break it down into multiple payments. So if you're looking at doing this, so here's a little video of it. You've got a top that can go down on this, and it can come up, and look at the boards that come out. So this is really pretty. I don't know if it's worth it for me, because I don't really have a use case for something quite that deluxe. Although I would love it if I had it. I just you know. So if you guys wanted to send me a review copy, I would love to check it out. But in reality, no, that one's not for me. Very, very cool though. I'd love to be able to, you know, do a review of it. But yeah, and again, they have a whole video. You can check it all out in greater detail. And this is kind of what the drawers look like when you open them. Like, it's really cool. But again, and I'm fine with it. So here it is, $21.99 for this, and the base and the table leg are sold separately. And those are about, I think, like a $600 add-on. And they have some other add-ons that you can get if you want to get extra stands or an extra copy of the game, or you want to get, you know, different things that you can get. But I like these deluxe storage boxes, and this one comes in, I think, the $120 pledge. So like that's a real nice way to help set up and tear down easier, and it's a little fancy when you pull it out. Those challenge coins are really pretty, as a matter, or that challenge coin is really pretty. So again, all of this stuff is on the Gamefound page. It's a very nice looking game, and again, award-winning game, very cool stuff. If you're a fan of the Lord of the Rings, if you're a fan of two-player games, strategic games, you might want to at least check this one out. It's got about 24 hours left, maybe just a little bit over 24 hours left. It depends on what time you're watching this video. It looks really cool, and this is your last chance to get on there and check it out. I don't know if they're going to have a late pledge or not. Honestly, a lot of places do. But if you wanted to check this out, at least get in there and get yourself a pledge. It looks pretty cool. Maybe you've got the old version. Do you have the old version? Let me know down in the comments section below. Plus, we're still doing that $25 Amazon gift card giveaway. You just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos to enter to win that. It's as simple as that. All right, you guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are amazing and help make this whole channel possible. You guys rock. Thank you so much. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. So say we all, and always wash your socks.